Broadcasting live from the Iltv studios located here at University Drive. Welcome to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Moncur. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm also a member of the local Catholic Christian community. Today is Monday, the 15th of April, 2024. So it is an honor to welcome you. Would you believe it? That I finally reported an incident to the minister responsible for social services, Miles LaRota. I told minister that there is a talk, a conspiracy to sell a whole baby, and I wanted to get my conscience clear, and I put the responsibility on Miles LaRota in his capacity as minister responsible for all the children. So having done that, I shall now patiently wait to see what he does, because there is this escalation, this major talk about selling baby, and if the baby can make it safely to the United States, whoever buy that Negro baby will benefit economically in America. So I've reported it to the minister. Now, over the last couple of hours, we had some murders. There was a murder in Great Abaco. And then, of course, we've had at least 2 murders on the island of New Providence. They're happening so swiftly, I can hardly, really document them. And there was a murder early this morning. There was a police officer who went to a local restaurant, it is alleged, to purchase some food. And of course, he was not in uniform. So the robbers didn't know he was a policeman, but they did shoot him. This happened on Ponciana Drive, just opposite the Shell gas station. So that is a major development. According to a Negro eyewitness, the 2 gunmen, they ran north along Blue Hill Road, and then they came to a T-junction and they run west. The police should be able to find them, because I'm told that each of them were wearing an ankle bracelet. That's what I was told. So we will see if ankle recognition is working. This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. So I welcome each and every one of you who's joining me. And of course, the weekend has been busy. There's been lots of crime, lots of shooting, and we've had one, perhaps two, of murders. So we've had some murders. We had an off-duty police officer who was shot in the area of my community, Black Village. He was shot. The police should be able to capture those two Negro suspects for a number of reasons. There is CCTV in the immediate area. And of course, the men, according to a Negro source, were wearing ankle bracelets. So we're going to see whether or not ankle bracelet is working efficiently in our society. But apparently the police reservist, he had stopped at one of the Oltons. You would have known the late Paul Olton, who had quite a number of businesses on the northern side of Ponciana Drive. And, well, the man is reported to have gone there to purchase some food rather early in the evening. And then he came out, perhaps went to his car, and there he was approached by two youthful gunmen. And in the process, they shot him at least twice, possibly more, and they fled the scene. And according to eyewitnesses, the two men who shot him ran north along Blue Hill Road, and when they got to one of the T junctions, they turned west and ran into Bainstown proper. So that is what is taking place. And of course, these young men are suspected of being a part of the ankle bracelet gang. Now, the ankle bracelet gangs are those Negroes who are charged with serious criminal offenses, and the state passed legislation to give them ankle bracelets so that they can retain their freedom and, in many instances, re-offend. And so this is what you have. So I just want the country to know that we are looking at what I now describe as the ankle bracelet gang. And the officer they have shot. But up to this point, I'm rather disappointed for two men, one of whom is alleged to have had an ankle bracelet, and nobody captured him yet. I don't know if these ankle bracelets are working or if these are ankle bracelets designed to ensure that these thugs are able to get away. So that is what is taking place. And then very early this morning, there is this nice joint, according to young people, where you can go and watch strip dance. Strip dance is a place where girls go, get naked, and they dance. And apparently two men got into an argument, and when it was all over, a 33-year-old male, he was shot and he perished. So that is a recent gun violence. And then we know that in Abaco, a man whom some of the media has described as a drug lord. I don't know why they call him a drug lord. I've never heard about that man before. But he apparently was murdered. It appears that he was in an area where there were, it is alleged, two women. And the gunman just walked right up to him. They ignored the presence of the two women. They did not bring any harm to the women. They just shot him and killed him. But he is being described as a drug lord and a businessman. So it appears that he is in two businesses. He sells drugs part-time, and he operates a liquor store. So he was murdered, And we're now being told that as a result of what appears to be an increase in murder rates on the island of Iltv and Great Abaco, the High Command of the Royal Bahamas Police Force has now made a decision that they are going to send reinforcement to those two islands. So these are some of the news that are taking place. And then very early this morning, or perhaps late last night, I received sad news out of Great Inagua. The government of the Bahamas has deported, or should I say repatriated, 250 Haitian nationals. And the worst part about it is that the government sent them on a boat. And so at least 250 Haitian nationals were sent to Inagua. And while the government was sending Haitian to Inagua, the smuggling in Grand Bahama picked up. I've now received reports that those Haitians who had been stuck in Grand Bahama for the last 2.5 months, they have successfully arrived in the United States of America. So when I received that intelligence, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should rejoice or if I should just be sorrowful, because for 2.5 months they were stuck in Grand Bahama. Airbnb looked as if it was going to fail them, but I could now announce that as it relates to human smuggling, Airbnb successfully delivered them, and they're now safely in the United States of America, according to a very powerful voodoo source. Okay? So 2 major events took place yesterday. The Bahamas government was successful in deporting 250 Haitian nationals, but the Americans, due to corruption, due to inefficiency, due to slackness, they were not able to prevent Haitians from successfully reaching the promised land, the United States of America. I'll be talking about it because these are some exciting times, and I thank God that I have the gift of knowing what is taking place here in the geography of the Bahamas. So I must say that as it relates to the 250 Haitians, when I was informed that they had successfully landed in Haiti, I wasn't too pleased. I might as well be honest with you. 250 Haitian national has been returned to a land of trouble. My spiritual advisor, praise the Lord, he's here. Bradley Rule, how are you?
Doing okay.
And I'm certain that you would have on the full armor of the Lord.
Absolutely, absolutely.
In these times of smuggling and human trafficking.
Yeah, it seems to be a big thing nowadays. But of course, you know, those Haitians who were returned to their homeland, that's a very good thing, because that is their origin. That's where they came from. So quite frankly, they should go back to where they would have left from. I don't know why it would disturb you or that you would be distressed.
Well, you know, I have a soft heart.
Well, Sandra,
my heart,
they're from Haiti, you know, and you can't come to the country and expect to enter another country legally. It doesn't work that way.
I understand, my spiritual advisor, but I still have a soft heart.
Well, okay. We all do. We all have somebody
and
for them.
When I received that SOS, right, I didn't like how the SOS sound, you know. Monica, 250 of our people have been sent to Haiti.
Absolutely. So,
and I kept asking, from where? Because I was at Arawaki, I saw no movement. I was at Porterski Dock. I saw the movement, and then they said, Great Inagua. So I want the people of Great Inagua to confirm for me whether or not they are aware that 250 Haitian nationals were deported from Great Inagua. And if you have pictures or any evidence, please send it to me, because I need to know. And because it's been a very sad, sad day for me when I heard that the government was successful in deporting 250 Haitian nationals. So my spiritual advisor, it's been a long weekend. We've had killings.
Unfortunately.
What scriptures do you have for us today?
We're going to go back to the married life. We're going to look at the married life.
The what?
We're going to look at the married life. And what
Y'all still talking about raping wives?
And what God expects this marriage life to look like from a godly perspective. Of course, you know, God is the one who ordained marriage. As a matter of fact, he performed the first marriage ceremony. And of course, he was the one who designed the woman and the man to be together. And if they are going to be together, especially if they're Christians, then here's what is expected of them. So we're looking at 1 Corinthians chapter 7. We're going to read about 6 verses, maybe even 5, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to look at the sexual duty of the man and the woman in this marriage union or in this married life. So let's read 1 Corinthians chapter 7, 1 through 5. And here's what it says. Now, for mothers you wrote about, it is good for man not to have sexual relations with a woman. But since sexual morality is occurring, each man should have sexual relations with his own wife, and each woman with her own husband. The husband should fulfill his marital duty to his wife, and likewise the wife to her husband. The wife does not have authority over her own body, but yields that authority to her husband. In the same way, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but yields that authority to his wife. Do not deprive each other, except perhaps by mutual consent, and for a time, that you may devote yourselves to prayer. Then come together again, so Satan will not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, 1 through 5. We're looking at the married life. We're looking at the sexual relations between the man and woman. We're looking at the authority as it relates to yielding or giving up your body to your husband, your wife, for sexual relations, and what is expected of you, based on Paul's writing, of course, to the church at Corinth in the first century. We can always get into it later on, but that is what is expected. And you can read it in your spare time, 1 Corinthians 7, 1 through 5. I read from the NIV, but you can read from the KJV or the ESV, whatever translation you prefer. The Word of God is always blessed. Thank you so much, Mr. Medusa, and Senator, back to you.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor. I was just curious as to what made you move to comment on the sexual responsibilities of the husband.
Well, I don't know if you are aware, but in the front page of one of the tabloids, the lead newspapers in the country, we see where the Prime Minister, it looks like The Guardian is where this headline is. The Prime Minister says, why do we want to describe rape? I guess he's saying rape is rape. So we got to look at that. And it does seem as if the Prime Minister, according to the papers, it says, although the Davis administration drafted an amendment to the Sexual Offences Act to criminalize marital rape, Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis said he does not like the idea of describing rape. Why do we want to describe rape? Rape is rape, said Davis, when asked about the controversial issue on Friday. He said, we passed a bill that speaks to violence against persons, and if you look at that bill, it covers any matter of what I call behavior that is not acceptable in society. So look at the bill and what was passed. I don't like this idea describing rape. Rape is rape, whether you're married or unmarried. So that is what we need to look at based on this statement. here, and it is in quotation, so I'm assuming that the Prime Minister says this. He says, I don't like this idea of describing rape. Rape is rape, whether you are married or unmarried. The challenge they're having is describing it. Now that is extremely interesting, and we can surely pick that apart as it relates to trying to understand exactly what point the Prime Minister is making concerning rape. So I guess he's saying, why are we trying to describe rape? But you have to, because I think when you look at the word rape in law is described as non-consensual. Is it not so?
Well, let me hear your arguments. Go ahead.
Yeah. Rape in law is described as non-consensual sex. So what that actually means is that if you want to have sex, or you petition a person for sex, or do certain things to influence them to have sex, and they decide that they're going to turn you down, and if you proceed, then that is called rape, because it's against that person's will. So now we need to look at marriage from a biblical perspective, from a spiritual perspective, because there is a difference between that secular law and spiritual law. We need to look at marriage and see, what does the Bible say about sexual consent? Who has the right to actually enjoy sex? And the only people who have the right to enjoy sex in a current relationship are married men and women. And 1 Corinthians chapter 7 explains that what happens as relates to sex, it is a duty. It's a marital duty of both the male and the female in the marriage to have sex with one another. Because what happens is, when you get married, you actually yield that authority or power of your body to the other person. So in actuality, sex is always a go in marriage. There's no such thing as non-consensual sex in marriage. So if there's no non-consensual sex, then there's no rape. So even though when we look at the marriage covenant, all right, we'll finish discussion on the other side.
This is Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm listening to one of the saints of the Lord's Church.
The first century church.
He's going to tell us how not to rape while making love. God saved marriages all over the world. God saved the King. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka, and there's breaking news coming now out of Yellow Elder. A murder has just taken place. The grandson of the Progressive Liberal Party member of Parliament has just been killed either in his yard or in the front of his yard. According to Negro source, police is at the scene on Graham Drive in Yellow Elder, where it is believed the 41st murder. And as I tell you, he is the grandson, the grandnephew of a minister in the governing Progressive Liberal Party. So that is breaking news taking place right now on Graham Drive, Yellow Elder. A Negro source contacted us moments ago where a murder of a young man has taken place either at his house, in his yard, or in the front of his home on Graham Drive, Yellow Elder. He is the grandnephew of a minister in the governing Progressive Liberal Party. As the Spirit moves me, I'll tell you who his granduncle is. I know his granduncle very, very well. And as I say, he is a cabinet minister. So that is the breaking news. And as you can see, we have been having quite a lot of what I prefer to describe as Negro killings. Negro killings is when Negro people has lost all hope for love and reconciliation and are just killing up one another. So this young man, he has been closely associated with the jitney industry, and he, I do know his grandfather very well, but he has been killed, and the police has the area cordoned off, according to a Negro source. So this is what is taking place in our country, and I would hope that the Progressive Liberal Party would recognize the urgency in capital punishment. We might as well, you see, watch what is happening in the country. The country is distracted, but I'm paying bills first. So we're going to put murder and rape on the side. Let me pay these bills first. And then after I pay the bills, we're going to look at rape and murder, because this whole concept of marital rape is fraudulent. And I think the time has come for us to take some of these people who all over the island promoting, but there's marital rape, we should sue them. You say it's marital rape, we'll take you to court and make you produce the evidence. You produce the man and the woman who's either raping and or is being raped. All right? So let's pay bills first, and then we'll describe in more details what is taking place. But this is terrible, and I don't know when we're going to start hanging these Negroes. We just got to hang them. It's Negro people who are killing, so we must hang the Negroes until we stop committing murder. And that's not racist. I'm not being racist, okay? I'm not being racist. If the Negroes are committing murder in your society, you hang them. Simple as that. You can't hang non-Negroes because non-Negroes are not committing the murders. And that would be an abomination to be hanging people who did not kill anybody. But it has to be stopped. Police goes near Black Village to buy food. Some of the best food right there in Black Village. And they shoot the police officer up. Shoot him up. And why is that happening? Because there is no punishment. We talking nonsense. They intervene or not. I has raped my wife. I 60. How old am I, my spiritual advisor?
67.
I 67. They're concerned about whether or not I could rape. Goodness have mercy. This is kinky sex. Every time I hear these people talking about, he's a rapist, you know. I mean, that's kinky. Goodness have mercy. Lord have mercy on my Negro soul. Let's pay some bills first, my spiritual advisor, and then we'll talk about rape and murder, okay? Where is this ad? I don't understand what's going on. Too much killing is taking place. And if y'all don't stop killing, I'm gonna look for another place to go and live. Okay, let's go here. Everybody needs money, always. Send money internationally and locally through Western Union with Money Max. Download the Money Max app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. Money Max, live your Money Max life, and this is powerful. It's powerful indeed. And then, of course, there was another beautiful ad that I saw here. Yeah, let's see what it says. Tired of waiting in lines? Wait no more. Download the Money Max app today, the powerful application that enables you to pay all your utility bills, purchase top-ups, send dollar, well, spend sand dollar with sand dollar. Goodness me, this is powerful. Yeah, well, my phone, iPad has just jammed on me, so we'll come back to that. Yeah, okay. Let me repeat that again. Pay all your utility bills, purchase top-ups, spend sand dollar with sand dollar, enable merchants, and much more. Sign up for convenience with Money Max. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. Money Max, live your Money Max life. And that is powerful, very powerful indeed. Very powerful indeed. So, folks, the breaking news is that a murder has just occurred in Yellow Elder. Go ahead, my spiritual
Nelson
life.
Street. I understand it. It's Nelson Street.
It's Nelson Street.
Yeah.
Okay. Nelson Street is off Graham Drive. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I know precisely. I think as you're passing A.F. Adley High School, heading west, Nelson might be the first or second corner heading south. Okay, yeah, okay. All right, so that is where this young man lives, and his granduncle is a member of the Progressive Liberal Party. He is a minister in the government, and he holds a Family Island constituency. His granduncle is a Family Island representative for one of the southern constituencies, okay? So that's where that is taking place. What are we going to do as you talk about it, as I look for another ad, my spiritual advisor? All this killing taking place here in the Bahamas, and what are we going to do about it? All right, what are we going to do about it? They have this talk about we're raping our wives, and as we become distracted, murders are taking place. Murders are taking place.
It's just interesting that the murders, well, they're starting to somewhat pick up.
Yeah.
Remember, I think the Commissioner of Police did say that murders actually were down by 17%.
No. He said it was up by 27%.
You said it was up?
Yeah, that's my reading. You know, I went to see some
Okay,
speeding.
okay.
You read
You
that
could be
in the
right.
morning.
No, you could be right.
Check it and
let me
see.
double check it and see.
Yeah, check because, you know, yeah.
Let me see what it says. Let's see.
Yeah. I thought he said the murders were up by
I could be wrong.
27%.
I could be wrong. Let's see
And,
what it says.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Anyway, everyone with cataract, glaucoma, or other eye issues, Dr. Daniel Johnson is offering assistance to help without cost to benefit from government's treatment plan for these issues. Treatment will take place in Cuba. Dr. Johnson, who is the Caribbean representative under the Smart States Ambassador platform, can be contacted at 242-376-7651. 242-376-7651 or 242-322-5402 or 427-5402. 427-5402. And of course, I have another ad somewhere that I'm looking for, but whenever I find it, I'll read that as well. So the breaking news is a murder on Nelson Street in just off Graham Boulevard, where there has been a friction taking place in that community. There's been a friction taking place in that area for the last, 3-4 years. About 3 years, maybe 2 years, I had to go around there to call for the people to be peaceful and law abiding. So I think I know precisely what is taking place. It is very sad, it's very unfortunate. And I wonder to what extent the police can be blamed, because I am aware that in that area the police had been called upon, but I was never satisfied that the police was doing that which it should have been doing. I wasn't convinced of that. So, you know, when you're not convinced that the police is playing the role that it ought to play, then you never is surprised when things start to deteriorate. So the grandnephew of the Progressive Liberal Party member of Parliament, a minister in the government, his grandnephew has been killed, and this would be like his brother grandchild. Okay? So that is what has taken place. What I like about his brother's children and grandchildren, they all believe that murderers should be hanged. They have marched with me on many, many occasions to hang murderers. So I'm not going to tell you anymore, but I think I have an idea of what is taking place in that part of the constituency. In that area, there's been some serious things that took place. There's been some serious shooting that's taking place in that area, some serious killing in that area. It's been like bad things has happened, and we've never really tried to whip the community into line. And therein lies your problem, when you do not bring or whip the community into line using the law. And so it's a serious matter. So the question always arises, when are we going to start hanging these people? And so you have here where there are people in the society who's distracting on the real issue. They see the issue being marital rape. They're concerned about and this is where I suspect that these people are kinky. They're concerned about whether or not a man who's 67, that's me, they're concerned about whether or not I have the capacity to rape. And I always see that as an attack upon my sexuality, because in effect they're really trying to find out is he able to have sex? And I think that's filthy that they would want to know if at 67 I'm still able to have sex. I'm so embarrassed by those thoughts. So they focus on old people, okay? When we should be focused on real crime. Real crime is murder. That's what real crime is. But it's a bunch of wayward young women, women who are not saved, women who are not sanctified, women who have gone a whoring after the devil. And they do not want to see women lovingly submitting to their husband. And it is the duty, I tell this to the women as your leader, it is the duty of every female to lovingly submit to the good man in her life. Just submit. Just lovingly submit. And if you find that he is a man that you cannot submit to, you should go to the nearest judge and demand a bill of divorce. But the sanctity of marriage is being undermined every day, and is being undermined by women who are now introducing a new concept, selling babies. Well, today I reported my first woman to Miles LaRuda, and I'll be waiting. I'll be watching Miles to see whether or not what he's going to do with this woman. I made my recommendation to him, and I've told Miles that baby cannot be allowed to be sold, and that baby cannot be allowed to leave this country unlawfully. I told him, I'm opposed to it. What the hell are they talking about for selling baby? Everything they see the people do in the United States, they won't put it on us. And they're lucky I old. I should have been young. If I was like 20 years younger, I'd have cursed at all these people who talking nonsense about selling baby. In fact, the police would have been looking for me because I'd have been hiding their babies. But at my age, I can't hide baby, because if you grab a baby, you got to change the baby napkin. You got to make baby bottle. You got to feed the baby. You got to stay up all night. I can't stay up all night no more. But I'm opposed to selling baby. I'm opposed to it. And I want Bahamian fathers to object to it. And we are going to stand up to these women, and we're not going to allow them to sell our baby. All right? But I had a wonderful conversation with the minister responsible for social services. I've given him the first number. I said, Minister, this is the first number. This is the first woman. I need you to contact this woman. I need you to protect this woman. I need you to protect this baby, because I don't want to be telling people to hide their baby, because that might be a criminal offense. And the next thing you know, the police lock me up saying I'm encouraging people to kidnap babies. I'm encouraging people to hide babies. And I'm too old to go to jail. And it would be too embarrassing for them to put a handcuff on me, take me before the chief magistrate, and he asks me, did you tell these people to hide them baby? And I can't lie. I'll have to say, Your Worship, when they tell me they was going to sell them baby in the States, I told them, no, hide the baby. And that may be against the law. And, you know, I'm too old to go to jail at 67, approaching 68. So this is what is going on.
Yeah, so the murders have to be a concern again now, because they seem to be escalating. Of course, this young man is he the 41st or 42nd? I thought the 41st was on Saturday.
Well, if he isn't the 41st, he's the 42nd. But the murders have been taking place with regularity that it's kind of difficult to count.
So this, yeah, it's on Nelson Street, and yeah, it's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Somebody sent us some photos. I sent it to your phone.
You send the photos to me?
Yeah, but that's for you to keep private, though.
Is it gruesome?
Yeah, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's gruesome.
But, you know, the concern, again, of course, is the murder rate, and, of course, the guns is on the streets. That's the problem the government and the powers that be seem not to be able to take care of. They just can't control the amount of guns that's coming into the country. As a result of that, you know, these things are going to continue to happen. They're finding all ways necessary to smuggle these guns into the country, and they get into the hands of people who are criminals.
Wow.
That's an issue. All right, but yeah, there are a few photos. I sent you about 4 of them.
Wow. Listen, I'm looking at this picture.
But
This is a disgrace. Man, this is terrible. This is
But this young man
terrible.
looked like he may have been in front
Terrible.
he may have been in front of a home.
This is
That's it, right?
terrible. This man, as I look at him, he appears to be well cared for, well groomed, well fed. There is no evidence of malnutrition. Made perfectly in the image of God. Ah, boy. What sin could he have committed that someone deserves or thinks that he ought to have been gunned down like this? Ah, boy. This is sad. This is sad, sad, sad to see this young man. You hear me? Well, you can see
Well,
that he's
I don't know if that
well
have anything to do with it.
taken. No, the point that I'm making is whoever his family's members are, whoever he's associated with, he's well groomed, he's well taken care of. This is not a person who appears to have been abandoned. That's the point I'm making. If you look at him, I mean, it is a disgrace that he's dead. All right? It's a disgrace. Whoever his family are, it's clear to me, just looking at his body, that he's well loved and they have taken good care of him. Oh, boy.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what that got to do with it, but it is what it is, Sandra.
Oh, boy. Oh,
anyhow.
boy. It is so sad.
So the murders are escalating. Now, the issue is now, what is the government going to do with this again? It seems as if it had slowed down a bit, but now you don't know if there's any connection
Well, you
between
can't
the
call it
last...
slow down because a man was murdered this morning.
That's what I'm saying.
All right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And over the weekend. But prior to that, it seemed to fall off a bit, in my estimation. But now it's continued to increase and escalate.
There is no fear of the law.
And the government is not going to address it. So this is something we can always,
there's no fear.
you know, we're always having this issue.
The society is not. Let's go on the premise that the government is refusing
government is not
to
addressing
address
it.
it.
They're
But
not
the
addressing
people should rise up and march. Don't forget now, we saw an F&M national officer who was gunned down like a dog in Gambia village. What did the official opposition do? Even at this very moment, they cannot make up their mind that there is an urgent need to carry out political action. So therein lies the problem. The problem is the political authorities does not believe that murderers should be executed. And therein lies the problem. So none of us are safe. We are not safe. We are not safe. So now the victim, his grandpa, his granduncle, is a minister in the government of Prime Minister Philip Davis. Yeah. You see how small the society is? Young man is killed on Nelson Street, and then I come and say, boy, do you know his granduncle happens to be a minister in the PLP government? I know his grandfather very well. Basically, most morning, I eat breakfast with his grandfather. I eat breakfast with his grandfather. I haven't seen his grandfather for a couple of days, but for weeks and months, I eat breakfast with his grandfather. So, the country is small. What are we going to do about it? We get mixed up in a bunch of foolish argument as to whether or not a man is raping his wife. Meanwhile, people are being murdered. Ah boy, this is Freedom March. Your Majesty, King Charles III, Your Majesty, when are we going to hang? It's time to hang. It's time to execute convicted murderers. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. When are we going to hang? When are we going to hang? Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker, and then of course there's sad news coming out of Yellow Elder, Nelson Street, where a young man has been murdered this afternoon. So it's a very tragic incident. His granduncle is a minister in the governing Progressive Liberal Party, and he happens to be the member of parliament for Michael. His granduncle is Basil McIntosh. You would know that Basil McIntosh is a minister in the PLP government, and he is the Progressive Liberal Party member of parliament for Michael. So that is the breaking news that is taking place in Yellow Elder. We do not know yet the circumstances surrounding the killing. We have seen a photograph of the deceased young man laying off in the front of a home in the street. An observation of the photograph shows that he is a well-built young man, seems to be well cared for, well maintained. He looks like he is in his late 30s, perhaps early 40s, and from all signs, it looks like he was a person, whoever his family are, that they loved him and took good care of him. So it's a very sad and tragic situation. We do not know the circumstances surrounding the shooting, but as I say, that we have a photograph of him laying off, and it's tragic. And he is the grandnephew, we are advised, of Basil McIntosh, the Progressive Liberal Party minister and parliamentary representative for the southern part of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, that group of islands which collectively is called Michael. So that is the breaking news taking place. And of course, early this morning, there was a 33-year-old man who, according to media report, was in an argument at a place where nude women, I'm advised, are on display. And he got into an argument which ended in him being killed. So that is tragic. And then I think it was late Saturday night, perhaps, early Saturday night, a policeman who went to a restaurant on Ponciana Drive opposite Black Village, nevertheless in the Bainstown constituency. There he went to purchase food and returned to his vehicle. There he was accosted by two Negro gunmen, and they opened fire on him, shot him a couple of times, and then break off run, heading north along Blue Hill Road and heading west into Bainstown proper. So these are some of the tragic incidents which are taking place here in Nassau's capital. And we also will remind you that there was a killing in Abaco, where a man whom has been identified as a businessman / drug lord, they say. Well, apparently a gunman walked up to him and executed him. So these are some of the gruesome crimes which are being committed in the country, and we have not come up with a means by which we can put fear in the hearts of our citizens, which will force and perhaps compel them to think twice. And all of this is because the society has refused to resolve that those who are convicted of the high crime of murder shall suffer death in accordance with the law. So the murders are going on, and so none of us are safe. None of us are safe. That is the reality of the matter. None of us are safe. And each of us know that it's a long process. You can kill people, and there it goes. So, Ms. Spiritual Advisor, you ready for birthday?
Yeah, we got a couple birthdays.
Okay.
We want to do today. Like 2 that I guess we can do. Okay, great. So I've seen that one. We want to send a special happy birthday shout out to this wonderful hotelier, wishing this beautiful sister, Bernicia Roll. Happy birthday, of course, is coming to you. Big birthday shout out from the Hadley Park Church of Christ. We hope you had a great birthday, and of course, we hope you live to enjoy many more. Okay, so a big special birthday shout out to this beautiful hotelier and sister from the Hadley Park Church of Christ, Bernicia Roll. Love you. We hope you enjoyed your birthday, and of course, we hope you live to enjoy many more. Sorry. Then, of course, we want to wish a happy 69th birthday to Rafaeletta Miller. It's coming from your son, Junior, your daughter-in-law, Indira, your grandchildren, siblings, especially Alice and nieces and nephews, from the Voice of Deliverance Church family and the entire settlement of Mortimer's, Long Island. Happy birthday, 69th birthday to Rafaeletta Miller. Then, of course, we want to wish... is that you, son? Oh, yeah, we want to wish a happy birthday shout out to Carolyn McKenzie. It's coming from your children, your son-in-law, your daughters-in-law, grand and great-grandchildren. They say, Mom, they love you. Continue to be blessed. Enjoy your birthday, and, of course, many more to come. All right. Oh, yeah, that's Carolyn McKenzie there. So who's this lady at the bottom? Oh, so we're going to do her? Okay, so, yeah, we did Carolyn McKenzie. Now, there's another lady there. Yeah, who's that? Kelly? Oh, yeah, Shelly Panza. Okay, great. All right, so, yeah, happy birthday. Shout out to Shelly Panza. Greetings coming to you from Malika Rowe, Raphael Miller, Shelly Panza, Carol McKenzie, and Larissa Lundy. So, happy birthday. We hope you live to enjoy many more. We hope you enjoyed your birthday. That's Shelly Panza. All right. And then, of course, we want to wish, let's see who's this. Yeah, we want to wish a happy 22nd birthday to Larissa Lundy. It's coming from your mom, Jane Lundy, and also your brothers and sister, especially on Gaudi Adama on Harbor Island. They love you, and they want you to enjoy your special day. So happy 22nd birthday, Larissa Lundy. All the best. And that's it.
No, thank you. Well, let's look at another ad. Under the patronage of Mrs. Anne Marie Davis, spouse of the Prime Minister, the Bahamas Coalition of Advocates for Disability Awareness and Services presents Celebrating Mothers, an evening of inspiration and motivation, Sunday the 19th of May, 5 p.m. at the Miles Monroe Diplomat Center, Carmichael Road. Come enjoy performances by top Bahamian gospel artists, dance performances, singing groups, mass choirs, hat modeling, lots of prizes, giveaway, and more. Early bird tickets are available at the Diplomat Center box office and all seasons, all occasion gift store, Madeira Street. For more information, call 605-2585, 605-2585, or WhatsApp 804-1773, 804-1773, 429-7795, 429-7795, or 556-1773, 556-1773. Proceeds in aid of hosting the 2024 Disability Empowerment Month Camp, Inclusion and other programs for persons with disabilities. This event is powered by Bacadas, the Anointed Ones singing group, the National Commission for Persons with Disability, the KRM Group, Freedom March, and 103.5 The Beat. And this is powerful, 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 powerful. So I think we have done all the birthdays, and we want to shout out the people of Greencastle who are thirsty at this very moment. I'm very sorry that you are thirsty. I'm very sorry that you are not getting any water. I'm very sorry that your electricity went off. And when your electricity goes off, you cannot get water. So, to the authorities at Nassau and at Iltv, the people of Greencastle are complaining that the electricity went off. As a result of that, they have not had water in hours. And so they are very distressed, they are very thirsty, and they have not been able to take care of basic hygienic responsibilities. So whoever is responsible for Greencastle, will you please ensure that the people get water? So the people of Greencastle, I told you I wouldn't forget, and I did not, okay? So I'm looking forward to hearing the good news that you have received water, and this is powerful. Well, having said that, the breaking news coming out of Iltv is that the grandnephew of Basil McIntosh, who is a minister in the cabinet of Prime Minister Philip Davis, has been murdered this afternoon through Nelson Road in Yellow Elder. That is the report that we have received. We do know Mr. McIntosh, Basil McIntosh, who is the Member of Parliament for Michael, who is a cabinet minister, and it is sad to hear that his grandnephew has been killed. And I've told you that a photograph of the deceased has been sent to us, and an examination of the photograph, it is a very interesting photograph to behold. There is no sign of trauma. We are being told that he was shot, but an examination of the photograph shows no blood. It shows no injuries. In fact, it almost looks as if he's sleeping. And when you examine the photograph from his head to his toe, it is a young man who appears to have been well taken care of, all right? He's not a person who looked malnourished. It's a picture, once you examine it, it's a disgrace to see this young man laying in the road dead. And I just wonder sometime, what is it that could harden our hearts, that we have no mercy and no feeling? And there he is laying on the side of the road in the front of a home, and he's dead on his back. It's a very sad, sad story. And it is continuously my hope and prayer that God will change our hearts, because men do have the capacity to harden their hearts. Men do have the capacity to commit murder. So it is my hope and prayer that God will change our hearts, that we would walk away from that kind of sin. Any comments?
No comments. So let's make a quick correction on one of the birthdays that we did previously. We want to change this name. It's not Shelly Panza. This is actually Happy 93rd birthday to Rowena Lloyd. Rowena Lloyd is actually celebrating this 93rd birthday, and it's coming from the Panther family. It appears as if that's what the correction should be. So happy 93rd birthday going out to Rowena Lloyd, and of course it's coming out from the Pernixia Roll, Rafaelita Miller, Shirley Panther, Carol McKenzie, and of course Larissa Lundy. Oh, sorry. I see what that is just now. I'm sorry. That is an order. So that's the birthday order. Forgive me. So erase all that. Happy 93rd birthday to Rowena Lloyd, coming from your friends and your family, all those who love you. Happy birthday to you. We hope you live to enjoy many, many more. Happy 93rd birthday to Rowena Lloyd. All right, that's the correction. Thanks so much, Ms. Medusa.
This is
all right,
powerful.
Sandra. You go ahead.
Yeah. Well, so having said that, let's look at some interesting thing. Now, there are two cousins who have made news. Cousin Branwell North McCartney and cousin Hubert Alexander North Minnis. So, Dr. Hubert Minnis and his cousin Branwell McCartney are in the media, and it appears that they are planning to bounce back. So this is a major development that they are getting together. It appears that they are coming together to challenge Michael Pintard. So this is a very interesting development. We also have heard that what is the name of the F&M youngest candidate?
Oh, Travis.
And member of parliament?
Oh, sorry.
That's him. Travis.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember Travis was the F&M youngest candidate.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay. And
well, we now told...
What's his last name again now?
Travis is a Robertson.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we
all right, so what's happening with him?
We understand that Travis has been offered a new constituency. Apparently, Travis has lost confidence in the people of Bainstown and Grantstown.
Or the people in Bainstown has lost confidence in him.
And Travis is now destined to go to Fort Charlotte. So we are being told that that Travis is being groomed under Minnis and Branwell McCartney. Travis will be made the Free National Movement candidate for Fort Charlotte. And so Travis is ready for election. And I think what is going to have to happen is we're going to have to look at Travis, because we have been getting a lot of reports about Travis, and Travis needs to pass the money test. The money test is very important. You would recall that Travis, while serving as the Member of Parliament for Bainstown and Grantstown, we're not sure whether or not Travis did an adequate accounting of the money. So we are going to have to investigate.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean what I'm talking about?
You're talking about, is that campaign funds?
Go ahead.
No, I'm asking you, don't go ahead. You know what? Yeah, let me leave that alone.
Come now. Why?
Let me leave that alone. That's the past, man. That's the past. That's the past, man.
Travis, first of all, we have to examine Travis. Is it true that Travis is now flying a big plane?
Is he a pilot?
I
don't know. Is he a pilot? I've seen some stuff on social media that suggests he may have been going training to become an airline pilot. Now,
really?
I don't know. Yeah. Now I don't know.
But there are certain people of Baintown. They claim that one day they came out on Augusta Street, and when they look up in the air, they saw Travis.
Oh shit!
So I want to know: one, is Travis flying over Baintown? How high is he flying, to the extent that residents living on Augusta Street are able to see Travis?
Flying in the air.
Yeah. Is it that Travis is flying too high? Or is it that he's flying too low? And is Travis aware that there is a lot of electrical wire and connect trees in that area? So we would want to know, how high does Travis fly when he is in Bainstown? I don't know. Can Travis really fly? And is it true that Travis been to London to learn how to fly? Now, if he'd been to London to learn how to fly, I would have no problem with Travis flying over Baintown.
So is he back in the Bahamas? And which airline company is he flying with?
Well, I'm not sure. The most that they have told me, it's a very huge plane that Travis is flying.
Yeah, but to be flying a huge plane, he must have been doing that for a while. I
Okay.
mean, it takes a long time to train to fly those Boeing 737s or whatever you call them. So
Okay.
how long has he been training to be a pilot?
I'm not sure.
How long has he been out of Parliament?
Well, we do know that Travis was voted out.
At the last election, right?
Yes.
So that's what, 3 years?
Well, that was 2021.
Right. So it's 3 years.
Okay.
Well, not exactly 3 years as yet, but going on 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah, no. He won't be that qualified that soon. To
You don't
fly
think so?
No.
You
Not,
really don't
not
think
no
so?
737s. No.
Okay.
No. It's too early in that stage.
Well,
If
I'm
he's
told
just
that the
learning.
plane is very, very big, but my boy told me that one day he was on Augusta Street and when he looked up, he saw Travis flying. So I don't know what's going on. Is Travis flying a plane? And is it true that once he is over Augusta Street, you could see him? So I'm going to be asking the people on Augusta Street that every time they hear a plane, please look up in the air and see if it is Travis. If it is Travis, if you can recognize the pilot, take a picture of it, and I will give a prize for anyone who's able to show Travis flying in the air. So the people of Fort Charlotte, I'm told that Travis is coming to Fort Charlotte. There, he will become the Free National Movement new Member of Parliament. So these are some things that I think is very interesting. Now, where do they plan to put Branwell McCartney?
I don't even know. At least I don't know if he has officially become a part of the Free National Movement. I don't know if that's the case. Is he now?
Well,
officially?
we understand that Bran is supporting Minnis.
Right.
And you can't blame Bran. Dr. Minnis is his blood relative, and all of us should support our family.
So what is going on? What are they saying here? What's the pictures being painted that apparently the current leadership of the Free National Movement would not be enough to contest the Progressive Liberal Party in the next general election? That's what's being assumed here?
I think Bran and those, they have no confidence in Michael Pinter.
And so they're assuming that people have confidence in Dr. Minnis and Branwell McCartney.
Bran has plenty confidence in Minnis, and he thinks that Minnis, having locked down the country, Minnis has demonstrated plenty leadership, because one of the things that Branwell McCartney loves about Minnis.
Now, I believe Branwell McCartney can come back to frontline politics. But if he does with Dr. Minnis, he's going to fail.
Okay.
All right? So he needs to find another way. He still has a lot to offer.
To members of the DNA, stand fast in the liberty which Christ has set you free, and be ye not entangled with Dr. Minnis. Hold on, everybody. Not yet. God save the King. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor, and it is with the deepest regret that we inform you that there was another killing this afternoon on Nelson Street in the Yellow Elder community. So we are being told earlier it was the 41st murder. Then someone corrected my spiritual advisor and told him that he miscounted. It's now 42, so that's tragic. So that is the breaking news which is taking place. I'm going to turn the show over to my spiritual advisor, Bradley. It's time to
call in. Yeah.
Call in.
Yeah, you know, one of the things before we open the lines is my view on when we open up the show as relates to marital rape is this. I will go back because I've been looking at it from a New Testament perspective, looking at what the New Testament teaches concerning the marriage relationship. I don't see the word rape in there. It's not in the passage. You can't insert it in the text. I don't see the word rape in the New Testament. And so as a result of that, it makes it kind of difficult to say that a man could actually rape his wife under this new covenant teaching of Jesus Christ, because when you look at the marriage relationship from a New Testament perspective and the words of Jesus Christ, the word rape is not there. You can find rape, of course, in the Old Covenant. You can find rape under the Mosaic Law.
In the Old Covenant, can a man rape his wife?
No, that wasn't there either.
Okay.
But you have rape where a woman who is betrothed to be married to a man, and if a man sleeps with her, of course, you know, that is called rape.
You're not suggesting that a man sleeping with a woman constitute rape?
A man sleeping under the Old Covenant, you're not supposed to have sex until you get married. So
yes, but
if you go ahead and do
if
it...
the people are not saved, we're talking now about unsaved people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, under the, when you look at the secular law, we understand the secular law. The secular law is very clear. That I can't approach a woman, and if she says no, just continue. I can't do that.
There's a mistake you're making.
What is?
You are not supposed to be approaching a woman who's not your wife. See, stop mixing this up. We're talking about a man and his wife.
Oh, you're talking about marriage. Oh no, I was just talking about outside of marriage.
No. I don't talk.
You don't care about outside of marriage.
No. Not that I don't care. I don't talk outside of marriage sex. Outside of marriage sex is very
we have some callers?
Sinful.
But don't forget the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister,
he don't care either.
He say, in or out, rape is rape.
My spiritual advisor, I am talking about sex within marriage.
Okay.
You cannot rape within marriage. Every married woman, I call upon you to submit.
But the Prime Minister disagrees with you.
No, we're not. I'm not debating with the Prime Minister. I'm not debating.
Married or not, he said rape is rape.
My spiritual advisor, I'm not debating with the Prime Minister. I have just declared that a married man cannot rape his married wife. It is a sin for a woman to refuse to submit to her husband.
Right, it is. Because she has a marital duty too.
That's it. And if she refuses, Satan can enter the picture.
Yes, Satan is crouching at the door.
Yeah.
Now you understand that.
Crouching at the door, Satan may enter the bedroom. And if Satan enters the bedroom...
That's a deal you wrote to know.
Listen here, that could be big trouble.
Yeah.
Because I'm prepared to take a baseball bat and tell Satan, get the hell
out of the bedroom.
Amen.
Well, welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Spiritual advisor, Mr. Monker.
My lord.
I'd just like to call and wish my friend Jalita happy belated birthday.
It's Jalita's birthday today?
Jalita, yes, my friend.
Okay.
No, it is belated.
Oh, belated.
Yes.
Well, we're happy that you remember it. So God bless you and God bless her.
Okay, thank you all very much.
Yes, you're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Take care. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? This is boy Naughty down here in Freeport. Look here. You know what I would like to see you do, spiritual advisor? I would like you to come to the show sometime this week with a plan to help the government and the people of the Bahamas to combat this crime Because that crime consultant on the side of you ain't doing nothing.
I'm not the crime consultant. Have a good day.
Anyhow, excuse me. I talk to the spiritual advisor.
Tell this man goodbye, because I'm not the crime consultant.
Spiritual advisor.
Yes, sir.
Major, cut this man.
Yes, sir. I'm here. Okay.
Next caller.
When I get on the show tomorrow, we'll have a plan together.
Yeah.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Good afternoon, Freedom March.
Good afternoon.
Allow me a minute, please, spiritual advisor.
You got 60
There was a lady
seconds.
that called after me on Friday. She called from the Seven Hills constituency. She seems like, when I say Bamboo Town, the name of the constituency is Bamboo Town constituency. I don't want to believe I'm just talking about right in the back of Porky's. I'm talking with Blue Hill Road on the eastern side, Soldier Road on the southern side, Windsor Place on the western side, and Zion Boulevard on the northern side. That contains the whole of Bamboo Town constituency. We just say Bamboo Town for short. So I wanted to know that Seven Hills is a part of Bamboo Town. And madam, if you were ever on national radio, if you were ever insulted by me saying that, I humbly apologize.
Thank you so much.
And then I also want to comment the team on out of the Bamboo Town constituency on the breakfast initiative that we did on Saturday. We did well. We fed hundreds of people in the Bamboo Town constituency on Saturday.
Okay.
And we're going to try and do that every month.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank
Take
you.
care. Okay. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Monka.
Yes.
Concerning the Dr. Daniels and cataract thing, I tried call those numbers weeks and weeks, and now I haven't got through it yet.
Do you know where his office is up on top of the Fort Hill?
No, sir.
You know where the Fort Hill is?
Yes, sir.
Meaning Fort Charlotte.
Yes, sir.
You know that pretty orange and white building?
Oh, yes, yes.
That's
yes.
where his office. Go there. His charming sister, Italia Johnson,
Yes, sir.
the former House Speaker.
Yes,
If he
sir.
is in there, you ask for her and tell her, I say, he say, your number should be leave there. And if you have difficulty, call me.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you.
right.
Okay, take care. 323-7775 is the number to call. Welcome to Freedom March Caller. You're live. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I would like to wish my mom a happy 81st birthday.
Okay.
Her name is Evangelist Rosemary Roll, and she's 81 today.
Wow.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Well, I want to start off
Happy
by
birthday.
wishing her, joining you in wishing your precious mom a happy birthday. God bless her.
Thank you.
And God
Thank you.
bless you for remembering your darling mother.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Love your mom.
I love
All
her
right,
too.
take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, 323-7775. Okay, so we don't have any more calls at the time.
Yeah.
80 minutes to us.
What did you say, my spiritual advisor?
Good day. Or just for clarification, Eddie Minnis told us in the 70s that flying high don't have anything to do with plane.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. FBO man who Rodney cut. Okay. I don't know what that's all about. But anyhow. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775. 698-0776. Minnis said his last time was him and his rich friend's time, so you believe that this time he would win in the poor people's time? I have no allegiance to any political party because they all say the same, just different color shirt. Don't hold none of them to their promises. A leopard can't change their skin. Also, Dr. Minnis is coming in now saying that he wants to deal with the poor people this time.
Really?
That's what he's saying? I don't know. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You live.
Good afternoon, spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Munker.
Sir.
Yeah, I made a complaint probably about 2 months ago in connection with a light out on 3rd Avenue, pole number 30.
Yes.
and it's still out.
Fate Avenue North or South?
Fifth Avenue North, yeah.
Okay, so that's on the northern side of Carmichael Road.
On the, yeah, on that.
So how far through? Up on top of the hill, down the hill?
No, it's just opposite the old laundromat.
Old laundromat.
You know where the laundromat is on Fifth Avenue North? Just before you reach the Haitian church.
Yeah,
On the right hand side?
Well, no, if you're heading north, it would be on your left hand side.
Oh, okay. I haven't noticed that.
yeah, I know
I
the Haitian
figured-
church.
Yeah, I figured everybody listened to your show, man. So I thought somebody would have.
Who's
Get on that
who's
right
the
away.
who's the MP in that area?
I guess the gentleman to Tall Pine.
Dr. Dowell,
I would think so.
you said it's Fate Avenue
North.
North
Fifth Avenue North, yeah. And it's
and Lampole.
Pole number 30?
number 30.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's just opposite the laundromat. The laundromat is not in service right now.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
Okay, and
Yeah.
and what is wrong with the light?
It's been out for probably almost a year.
Really?
All right. So that area
Yeah.
is rather dark.
Okay.
And it would be just about opposite house number 104. Actually, apartment building 104.
Okay.
All right.
And one more complaint I have. Actually, two.
Sorry?
I don't know. Some utility people were trimming trees last Saturday,
Right.
and they just cut all the branches and just left it in front of people's yard.
Where's this?
And this is in Southeast East.
Okay. And you have no
Okay.
idea who they are.
Well, I went there. When I got home, I saw near my house, near the wall,
Right.
it was littered with branches, tree branches. When I drove around the other side of the street, it was the same thing, and it still remains there.
And no neighbor was able to tell you who it was.
No, but chances are it's BC, between BC and BTC.
Okay, so what's the name of the street?
My corner is Blue Bonnet Drive, and when you head to the T junction, you make a left, and the same thing.
Yeah.
Littered with branches.
Okay, Blue Bonnet Drive.
It's amazing how inefficient these
Utility
agencies
companies
are. Very, very inefficient.
Efficient, correct.
Yeah.
And my other complaint is that I don't know if you drive down Holiday Drive anytime, but it's real filthy. And heading out to the pool, to the government pool.
That's in East Street South?
Yeah, we're heading down East Street South on the Holiday Drive.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of garbage on the side of the road. People kept dumping,
Yeah.
and when you heading up by the pool, it's littered with garbage as well.
Tell,
right, we'll
tell
talk to
my
Barker's Road.
spiritual advisor, because I don't
yeah.
know why Barker's wouldn't clean
We'll send
it
a
up.
message to him, okay?
Yeah, please do, because it really don't look good.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Appreciate it.
Okay, take care. Okay, 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom Watch Call. You're live.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Monk, how you doing, sir?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay, I have a question to ask you. When you get married, did you become one?
Yes, we became one.
Okay, so how could you rape yourself?
Listen, I never even tried to rape me. Yeah.
You understand? So when people say that,
It's the works of the devil.
right?
Yeah, but what does that...
In a marriage, a woman should lovingly submit to her husband, and when she thinks he's a rapist, she should go to the nearest judge for a bill of divorce. Of a what? A bill
Divorce.
of what? What is?
Well,
All right.
And I have one more concern. Sir.
Go ahead.
I heard you talk about Travis, right?
Yes, Travis Robinson.
Right. I'm from Baintown all my life, right?
Right.
So, if Baintown doesn't want Travis, do you think that party still should run that same MP?
Well, they're not going to run it. He doesn't want to come back to Baintown. He wants to go to Fort Charlotte.
Well, if you didn't do a good job in Vietnam, you think you could do a good job inside Fort Charlotte?
But it would take the people of Fort Charlotte like 5 years to figure that out.
That don't make no sense.
I quite agree with you.
But you all enjoy your day.
Yes, thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. We have any more calls? Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live. Hello, caller, you there? Welcome to Freedom March, caller.
Huh?
You're live, caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said it's Mr. Hall from South Beach.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
go ahead.
Mr. Hall.
Yeah, I heard him talking with Bacchus Road and the date on the side. Bacchus, if they ain't got no date in South Beach clean.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
I wait for Brave Davis and Bacchus Road. This Mr. Hall, Leisha's Hall.
So there is nothing along that street.
Holiday Road?
Unless somebody carried the people that come out there to dump and ain't nobody run.
Well, what I want you to do for me is check it and call me back tomorrow.
This Rodney Mungo?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rodney, I won't come in your show. We keep in South Beach together, man. I don't play.
Well,
I wait for the PLP from my child.
Well, you produce the evidence and then
Yeah,
I'll
I
bring
will
you on the show.
produce
All right.
Okay.
So the young
Tell them FNM don't bring no garbage in South Beach.
I can assure you that that gentleman was not an F&M.
Well, whatever he is, I don't care. He may be someone who don't like Bacchus.
Everybody-
I don't know if
everybody
it's that
loves
serious.
Bacchus.
He may want contract or something. He tell him stop talking fool.
No. Go and investigate.
Go and find
the
out.
I'm gonna
complaint.
go and see, but they might have just carried the people that bring garbage on my farm. I need it cleaned up.
Yeah, but once garbage shows up, we must clean it.
Yeah, but that's the responsibility of beaches and park.
Oh,
Hey,
you're not
Carlo.
suggesting that it's Mikhail Bonnaby.
No, I suggested that McCall Bonnie when I'm doing their job. I ain't trying to tell you the Bacchus doing his job too.
We thank you.
You
Yeah.
know, they don't do.
Okay.
They bring that there.
Okay.
Thank you,
Tell
caller.
them stop talking with South Beach. Okay, stay out South Beach business. No, I serious.
But you're taking it so. Anyhow. All right. Thank you, caller. Thank you. Welcome to Freedom March. Caller, you're live.
Yes, good afternoon, spiritual advisor,
Good afternoon.
and good afternoon, Senator.
God save the king, my brother.
God save the king. I am calling to be in 110% agreement with the senator on this marital distraction that these fellas are now pushing again. I don't know why they're trying to distract us, because if they would only look in the Sexual Offences Act, the Sexual Offences Act describes ways and means that illegitimate actions in a marriage will be dealt with. They're all there. So I don't know what they're trying to push this distraction for again, because even if a marital rape bill is passed, they still got to go to court for separation and all of that foolishness that is prescribed in this Sexual Offences Act as it is. Thanks for taking my call.
All right.
You're welcome.
Sorry about that. Take care. Welcome to Freedom March. Caller, you're live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How you do today?
We're doing fine. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, gentlemen, I want to speak a little bit on this Northern Lutheran area here, okay, with the immigration problem. Now, we've been knocking down the shanty houses in Nassau. We've been knocking down the shanty houses in Abaco, right? Now, you knock down the houses, you didn't do nothing with the people. The people are still here. What we've been noticing in this area, other people has been migrating to this area, okay? Now, the government is set to knock down the houses in an area called Blackwoods, across from Spanish Rails, right? Those hundreds of people don't have nowhere to go, all right? Now, the immigration and police had an operation on Friday morning in our Island, because you know our Island employs a lot of the Asian people, the Bahamians, and everybody else, right? What we see happening is the Haitians who are being stopped and asked for IDs, most of them reside in Abra Island. The Haitians who are coming over to do construction from the mainland or from Nassau or from Abaco or wherever they supposed to be, the immigration and the law enforcement don't see them. They be on the outskirts of the island, you know, maybe hiding out. So the Asian people on Upper Island is now concerned because they feel they're being, stopped and asked for IDs and asked for your papers and all this documents what you're supposed to provide, right? But it's basically caused by an influx of other people who are not supposed to be working here. But we and the law enforcement can't find these people who's on this 3-mile island here. Now, they had a roadblock here on Friday. I got stopped 4 times in a roadblock.
Really?
Friday. 4 times.
Why did they stop you?
I'm a businessman. I employ Asians, right?
Okay.
But all of my Asians, my names are on their papers.
Okay.
So what happened with one of the Asian guys, we went and got that sorted out from last year, May, at the immigration office here in Upper Island. They never put my name on his card, right? So it caused a friction on Friday where the immigration woman got a little rude with me, and, and I tried to hold myself because, the police officers told me to take my time. But I know what I did for my workers, and I know what I do for my workers. I will not employ illegals or people from other areas, right?
Okay.
So when I went and got his father, and we got the papers, and we went to the police station, the lady had to humble herself. Now, Mr. Monka,
Yes.
it's a simple thing. If the immigration department and these people in law enforcement doing road checks, they should have a little tablet or a little laptop or something there so they could check this, take this card right away.
I agree with you.
To see what I am saying as a compliant citizen of this country.
I agree
right?
with you.
So you put me in a disadvantage because I was working the wedding for Jerry Jones' granddaughter, owner of the Dallas Cowboys. I got hold up for 2 hours. My boss people calling me to come move the garbage from the hotel area, and I'm opening the police station trying to get a fella out who's not supposed to have been detained.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that the immigration department, let's move with technology, okay?
Yeah.
Bring the little devices on the road, check these cards or these work permits right away.
I agree with you.
So we don't have to go through that situation.
I agree with you.
But see, another thing, Upper Island, we know it's a busy place. We know we have a lot of employment here. But what we going to do with the people whose houses you're going to break down, cross the mainland sometime this week, I think. Those people already vacated. They don't have nowhere to go. Some of them went as far as Palmetto Point, they will live, Atchit Bay area. Some went back into Nassau. A lot of them came over here, okay? But when you're a citizen trying to abide by the law, you haven't done any infraction, and the officer is going to come to you, take your guy off your truck because they didn't do their due diligence, what they're supposed to do, which I did a year ago.
Yes.
May 23 and 2023, I did that over a year ago. I got my guy straight.
Let me ask you,
Okay,
so
thank you.
your people don't keep their documents with them?
They had their documents. He had his card on him.
They didn't respect the document?
They didn't respect, they respected the documents, but my name was not on the document
Okay,
because I'm a
yeah.
co-signer.
Okay.
See, my name was not there, so they told me I didn't have anything, they didn't have anything to say to me. They took the guys off the truck, and they told me go about my business.
Well, the same
So I felt
problem that you are
disrespected.
faced with is being faced here. There's a Haitian woman right now. For 5 years, she's been waiting to be interviewed, and they got one man named DeVoe from the immigration department. He can't get to her name yet. There's one young girl who they're supposed to swear her in as a citizen. She's been waiting for the last 9 months. They say.
Yes, sir.
So what you're saying is so. It's terrible, terrible, terrible,
All right.
terrible.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So-
because
Hold on.
they make you feel like you did infraction and the laws of the country.
Yeah.
And I was very busy on Friday, and I was upset.
Yeah.
Because I work for a living. I've been doing my trucking business for 20-some years.
Yeah.
I don't sit around and ask any government or any political rules for anything. I work.
Let
I
me
run a company.
apologize.
Thank you so
Canadians
Let me
don't want to do work like that.
Let me apologize for their inefficiency because take
Yes,
it from
sir.
me, it's terrible even here in Nassau, okay?
Yes, sir. And I think they need to bring that little technology to the streets with them.
It's a brilliant idea on your part.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, caller. Take care.
Okay.
How much more time do we have? Welcome to Freedom House, caller. You're live.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Spiritual Wiser and my leader.
My love, God
How are
save
you
the
this
king.
afternoon?
We're doing
We are
good,
fine.
thank you.
Good. Well, my grand aunt was 92 on yesterday.
Happy birthday to
So I
her.
want to send her a happy birthday.
What is her name?
Marjorie, her name is Marjorie Murphy.
Wow,
And
Marjorie
she's in the
Murphy.
geriatric hospital.
Okay.
So I'm going to send you a picture so you could see her, and she looks so nice.
Wow. You must send me a picture so I can
I
put it
will
on
send
TV.
that to tomorrow, God's willing.
Okay.
My spiritual advisor, my leader, I
Yes.
need to speak to you for a situation as quick as possible.
Then you may call me at 10 minutes after 6 this afternoon.
Certainly, my spiritual advisor, I will do that.
Do well, my love. Happy birthday
There,
to
you all have
your
a blessed
mother.
evening.
All right, you too. Take care now.
God save the
Bye.
Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Let's treat Bahamians well. And that will be powerful. My spiritual advisor,
Until tomorrow, if it's
take
the
good
Lord's
care.
will.
Let there be peace in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. It is my hope and prayer that the murders will stop. God save young people everywhere. God save the King. God save the King. Do well, everybody.